It is said that the gift of a man will bring him before kings and queens. Here is the story of a young, amazing, beautiful, blessed lady with joy setting into the city for a living. After 21 years, she's back to her people, the people of Brekusu in the eastern region of Ghana. A huge deba is set for her. Let's hear, let's see what she has for the people of Brekusu. Joyce Blessing.
Break up, still no break up. Only God, yeah. And you there, and you there, and you there, and you no. That's right. Highly spiritual. And rain you mere, Shia Yeshua Hamashiach says it's coming down today to perform a miracle for you and I. Namizaya me atam nana. Senka me bonia shamema. Very far from the mercy, but you give him the opportunity to worship your majesty, to eternity, to the Holy Trinity. Angels are singing, seraphim and cherubim. Okoto, nenya me atam nana. Mesuma kutuni bio, me poni dinto. Namakase. Igwe na misasido Mama ya tuwa Igwe na misaside Igwe na misasida Igwe na misaside Asida Become host above, be quiet those below. Yeshua HaMashiach is coming down today. Senjene neze, senkuba for dinechi. The binsu dinenim, unbreakable, dinenim.
Good luck. See you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You're coming home. You're coming with them.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. It's wonderful.
Thank you, Camilo. We see you again next time. Keep training. Be strong. Okay. See you. Thank you so much, Peter. And you are coming.
I thought you said the sun for them.
I don't know some bit Chelsea. I was who saw it.
That's why I'm for a man who change this guy. Then you just school fees the money. And we are saying, the performance of the year. One car, I would. Ah, sorry.
Who's a meal of one?
Well,
It's him. Look down there, I said, what happened? You're going to shoot for me. What did you miss out? You didn't miss out. Fine.
for Ghana's participation in Tokyo Paralympics. It's the whole team in 2020. Yes, Tokyo
Asante.
This reason we are here is here, and now he is the founder of Limitless. This foundation started 2 years ago. And this is not the first time he's making a donation. Last year, he partnered National Powerlifting Association to organize the first National Powerlifting Championship here in Accra. And then he has also adopted orthopedic training center in Swarm. And then since last year, extending support, to them. Last year, as part of the International Day for Persons with a Disability, we organized a fun game there, and then he donated about 30 bears, through the foundation to the training center. So this is not the first time. It's something that he has started, and I will not take it out of his mouth. I want to introduce him to tell us the purpose of why we are here, and then we carry it on. Anab, you are welcome, the founder of Limitless Foundation.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to the Honorable Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Peter Okujetu, for supporting me in my initiative. The NPC has been partnered with Limitless Ghana since its very foundation in 2018. In fact, some of the current and ex-office bearers of the National Paralympic Committee are my mentors. Your advice has been instrumental towards helping me achieve my targets and goals that I've set out, and my targets and goals being to raise awareness for the people with disability in Ghana and to find methods to support their needs. Secondly, I would like to say a big thank you to the National Paralympic Committee President Mr. Samson Dean for making me the ambassador of Team Ghana for the upcoming Tokyo Olympics. It is an honor, and I will do my very best to fulfill the responsibilities associated with the role. In March this year, I was set to climb Mount Kilimanjaro to raise funds for the Paralympic, the Paralympians representing Ghana in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Me and Mr. Peter Ajay, the secretary of the National Paralympic Committee, Mr. Peter Ajay is an avid mountaineer and a former power lifter. He was supposed to support me in this endeavor. We'd been preparing ourselves for months on end with various training routines. Unfortunately, due to the outbreak of coronavirus worldwide, we were forced to postpone our plans. The coronavirus pandemic has affected us all adversely. The entire world has been put into a difficult situation. For me, my entire education curriculum has been shifted online, and that comes with a variety of challenges. During these trying times, it is fundamental that we all work together to support each other. I, trying to do my part to support the Paralympic Committee, have decided to raise bags and funds and donate bags of rice and Milo to people with disabilities. And I really hope that we'll all able to stand by each other and help fight this modern-day calamity. I really would like to say a big, big thank you to my friends Annalise, Rebecca, and Nadeem for helping me with this initiative today and for the variety of times. Limitless Ghana could not have reached where it is today without the help of Ignatius and Margaret. And Ignatius, thank you so much for being by my side every step of the way. I'm so thankful for all the support that you've given and all the time you've spent helping us. Again, I would like to give a big thank you to everybody who decided to come. And before I go off, I'd like to tell everybody, use the resources you have at your disposal to help anybody during these trying times. Nobody is without any resources, and together, if we all pool our resources together, we will be limitless. Thank you.
He has some of his friends, and then one of them is Anna Dako. She's 14 years old, and then she has been, with Anab, through all this time. So we'll invite Anna to come and give a solidarity message.
I think it's important to support your community, especially during this time. It's important to help out in any way you can, and I think what he's doing is very inspiring and empowering. Yeah.
Thank you, Anna. A shy one, but a short one, of course. Thank you very much. Our two friends.
I can speak for the both of us. We're just really proud of Arnav and all the work that he's put in, and you can definitely tell that he's really passionate about the Limitless Foundation that he's created, and we're just both really proud of him, and we're excited that we can be a part of it in some little way. So thank you.
And we're really grateful to everyone that's been able to give their time to help on this great cause. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then we will invite the Deputy Minister and then to join Arnav as he makes the presentation to the National Paralympic Committee. We have, at the background, some of our athletes who have represented the nation last year and then early this year. They travel and then bring medals.
Yes.
Yes.
After the presentation.
After the presentation, the Deputy Minister will say a word. After the presentation is done, the President of National Paralympic Committee will give an appreciation. And then, yeah.
With the support of the Honorable. Okay. Honorable.
Okay, thank you very much. Now the President can a few words of appreciation.
Yes, thanks so much for coming. I will say also me here. Are you here, sir? Social distance. Yes, on behalf of the National Paralympic Committee, I welcome the Honorable Deputy Minister and then Limitless Foundation, ANAF. We are so much grateful for the support of food items, rice, and cartons of Milo. I want to inform you that yes, Limitless Foundation have been supporting us from the year 2019. It is true that our first ever national event, which was held at the Kempinski Hotel, Limitless Foundation made sure that we had a very successful and international standard event. We appointed ANAV with its philanthropic project that he was to represent Ghana as an ambassador to help us raise funds to support our athletes, as you can see. Unfortunately, COVID-19, the pandemic that has kept most of us out of business, surfaced. And as you can see, we are all home. We are doing nothing. And you know, when we talk about Paralympic, we mean our persons living with disability. In fact, as we speak, most of them are not working, they are home. they are not training because per the directives they are not supposed to expose themselves to general public. So we are much grateful to Limitless, and then we will use this opportunity, as the Deputy Minister is here, to seek the support of government as well, so that we can reach out to not only our brothers in Accra and Kumasi, but across the country. We have several of our athletes in Sunyani. We have a lot of them in Takrady, in the northern region, Tamale specific. So if you look at these bags, it's good, but if we can get more, I think it will be appreciable for the athletes to manage it for the meantime and for a longer time. We know if government should come in, we are going to get a lot of bags, which will help the athletes condition themselves and at least appreciate that they have gotten the attention through the support of Limitless. Government have come to our aid. Corporate Ghana has come to our aid. We want you, the media, not to go and keep the news in your emails. Just try and do publications as you can. Give us enough publicity. Let the world know about Paralympic. Paralympic is the opposite of Olympics. We've heard a lot of sports journalists most of the time calling our athletes Olympics. These are para-athletes. They really need support. So we will urge all of you as members, as supporters of Paralympic Federation in Ghana. We call upon the entire nation to come to our aid. And then the little that you can, as we said, be social, be great. We want you to feel free, come to us. We want you to show your greatness. The little, a cup of rice is appreciable. Even if it's a cup of water, we will take. They said a little drop of water makes mighty ocean. So we are calling on the general public, the government, everyone to come to our aid. Thank you so much.
Now, the last word will come from the Deputy Minister. So, Deputy Minister.
Good morning. First of all, I'd like to extend appreciation of my Minister, Honorable Isaac Isiama, and also to appreciate the work of Limitless. I believe that if we have a few more young people take an interest in sports and to be able to mobilize the resources to be able to support our athletes, especially at this point in time when the world is in crisis. As we all know, sporting activities have been put on hold across the world, not just in Ghana. The Olympics that we would have attended in Tokyo this year has been pushed to 2021. It tells you that as we go along in the course of the year, as government continues to implement policy in terms of managing COVID-19, we have to get to a point where we're able to come up with an arrangement for our athletes, both para-athletes and other athletes, to be able to at least start training again, put themselves in shape, and make sure that they are prepared whether we have competitions this year or not. Because in order for our athletes to be able to go to competitions next year, they would have to be in shape. And therefore, it is very good that we have organizations like Limitless taking it upon themselves and reaching out to the Paralympic Committee. I would also say that government has come up, and if we followed the president's addresses over the period since the outbreak, government continues to package a lot of initiatives, and sports is not left out. As we speak, government is in talks in order for us to see how we can assist the various federations in different regards in terms of making sure that we keep our athletes busy, in making sure that we get our athletes to be able to keep in shape towards the competitions that will come after the pandemic. And I'm hoping that in coming days, the ministry will announce whatever initiatives that we have in terms of support for the Paralympic Committee, the Ghana Football Association, and the Ghana Olympic Committee. I also will engage the leaders of the Paralympic Committee here, as the president has already intimated that there are other athletes across the country. Whatever can be done to cushion these athletes and keep them, in shape, we'll do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now we will ask Captain Tano and his friend, the president of the NPC, the former president, to join us. We take one group picture. We apologize for social distance.